Now at 6, and a crisis in the classroom report. Seattle Public Schools start their new school year tomorrow, and the district's financial challenges and enrollment issues are there also that they're dealing with. Thanks for joining us here at 6. I'm Preston Phillips.
And I'm Mary Naum. At one point last year, the district was on the brink of closing 21 schools. Parents and their grassroots campaign pushed back hard, and those closures were averted. KOMO's Michelle Esteban is live tonight near one of those schools. Michelle, these serious budget issues remain.
They do indeed. In fact, they stopped the bleeding for this year, but a projected budget shortfall is coming the following year. And I'm not talking about tens of thousands. I'm talking in the tens of millions.
He's very excited.
Matthew Pemberton came to school a day early to meet his new teacher.
Myself, other parents, right on. We did what we needed to do and at least save the school for at least another year.
But his mom worries what will happen next school year. Save our school! Last year, the district insisted it had to close 21 schools to balance the budget and deal with enrollment issues. Parents pushed back. The district reduced the number to 4 schools, including North Beach Elementary. Parents pushed back, and the district called off the closures. But those underlying issues of budget deficits and declining enrollment remain.
So, the problem has gone from an over $100 million problem to more like an $80 million problem, which is still significant.
It's a lot of money. From what I understand, all the districts in the whole state are underfunded right now. And so I think that's a question for our lobbyists to bring to Olympia, asking the state for more money.
Gretchen fought to keep North Beach open, too.
We love our school.
Our biggest concern that we see in our enrollment forecasts are smaller kindergarten classes. So we're going to work hard
to combat it. A hyper-emphasis on engaging with those families to ensure they understand what Seattle Public Schools offer and to address any barriers they face. And that's not all.
And we'll have to look in every nook and cranny,
including potentially closing schools with low enrollment in the 2026-2027 school year. Podesta said some schools have 200 students and 350 is optimum.
We might bring back on the table, do we need to think about some of these very small schools? Would they need to come together? But that's for the future, and it's a community discussion.
The district is also exploring changes to its transportation system.
If we stagger the start and end times of schools, each bus could get used 3 times in the morning and 3 times in the afternoon, so you would need significantly fewer buses on the road.
Look, at the end of the day, we'll do what we need to do to save the schools.
Everything on the table, just like when you and me, we budget at home, you got to look at it all. The school district is going to looking at building maintenance, how to maximize the space, even things like heating and cooling. And then as you heard from Gretchen, that one parent, she said, let's call on the legislature to do more funding. In fact, the superintendent said they are asking for more funding for various programs like special education. But as you know, in this district, in this state, everybody's got their hand out asking the state for money. That's the very latest. Reporting live, I'm Michelle Esteban.
Michelle, enrollment is a huge issue. So how many of those elementary schools have low enrollment due to the kindergarten enrollment forecast?
Okay, so a little perspective here. We've got 68 elementary schools, got 104 schools, period. We've got 11 of the K through 8 schools. And I understand from the superintendent today, he was spitballing, but he said about 25 of those schools have 200 or less students. So it is significant. Mary?
We'll see what happens. Michelle, thank you. Time to scan the QR code to vote in our KOMO Pulse poll. What do you think is the biggest factor in school budget shortfalls? 65% say it's overspending, 19% declining enrollment, 14% inadequate state federal funding, 2% say it's inflation. You can still vote. We'll update the results for you tonight at 11.
KOMO is looking out for you as the new school year begins. Our Crisis in the Classroom reports focus on issues of concern for parents, teachers, and students. You can let us know what's happening in your school by calling our tip line on the number on your screen, 206-404-4730, or by emailing us at classroom@komonews.com.